watch football. I can't really blame him. But this year he's not complaining so much because I bought him a brand new car from Jack Williams Auto Mall. I got a great deal and can count on quality service when I need it. But Johnny...
Perhaps not since the gridiron heroics of All-American quarterback Davey O'Brien has Texas Christian University received such a per-square-inch production from a football player, as the Horned Frogs currently are from their diminutive place kicker, junior Lee Newman.
We were really fortunate when it came to Lee. We had one big advantage in recruiting him, and that was his senior year. He didn't have anyone who could snap the ball. And so every time they lined up for a field goal or an extra point, you know, the ball would come over back end over end, and they had a terrible time having any kind of success kicking. Actually, as a junior, he'd really kicked well. And so he did not end up with a scholarship anyplace, and we had seen him kick as a junior. We knew the kind of potential he had. You know, Lee's a giant of a man. Now, he might only be 5'7", but I'll tell you one thing, he can kick the daylights out of a football. He kicks it like a giant now, I'll promise you that much, and he's been as good a one as I've ever been associated with.
I notice every time I see something in the paper or anytime, it's always my height first and then my name and everything. So I get, Coach Thornton calls me the flea, and my girlfriend's now calling me the flea. And so, oh yeah, I get ribbed all the time about it.
There you go. You know, this is the counter where we give everybody the equipment when they come in here at TCU. When they're freshmen, it kind of sets the stage for them throughout their career so that they'll know where to come when they need something. One guy in particular is Mr. Lee Newman. We heard Lee's voice 2 or 3 weeks before we found him. Finally, we looked over the counter and were able to get him his equipment. And even now, sometimes we lose him, we hear his voice, but we know he's there, so we look down and we get him his equipment. But I want to tell you, man, are we really glad we found him.
You know, when you start yelling, Lee, Lee, he better hear you, because we're not going to find him looking for him. I'll tell you that. He gets kind of lost in among those big giants and those trees out there. So I tell him, stay away from them doggone offensive linemen as far as you can, Newman, so I don't have any problems locating you during a ball game, okay? The other crazy thing about him, he bench presses about 330 pounds. He isn't real tall, but he is an outstanding athlete. He's got great strength, and the young man, he holds his own. I'll tell you that. He's got the respect of every player on this football team because he is a winner, because he does make it happen.
Well, I started coming to the games about midway through my senior year during the season, and I noticed that TCU was winning a lot of games, and I was close to home, and I really did like Jim Wacker a whole lot. He seems like a really nice guy, a real good coach. And I just saw everything that I wanted here, and so I thought this would be the place to go. I didn't really expect to even play any my freshman year. I was just kind of hoping to come in and maybe be able to back up, maybe make the traveling squad if all possible. But no, not really. I was just kind of looking forward just to kind of being here and being part of the team. I wasn't really sure how I was going to be able to contribute at all.
Newman didn't even have a scholarship when he arrived at Frogland from Garland's Lakeview Centennial High School. But he took care of that apparent oversight in short order. He literally kicked his way into the TCU Athletic Scholarship aid rolls and into Horned Frog record books. Barely into his 3rd season at TCU, Newman already holds many of the school's single-season and career accuracy records for field goals and extra points.
I'm really worried sometime when I go out there because I know he's working on a record right now, and I'm just worried that I might give him a bad hold or something. So, you know, I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Little Lee's first successful point after touchdown versus Air Force was his 32nd in a row without a miss during his college kicking career. Another Horned Frog record, eclipsing that of TCU kicking greats over the past 90 years.
With Lee Newman, I don't even have a second thought. When he runs on the field, I know he thinks he's going to make it. I think he's going to make it. Everybody thinks he's going to make it. He's got that kind of poise and confidence. And whether he's had a good week in practice or not doesn't make any difference. When it's game time, hey, when it's on the line, the young man lines up, and he has that kind of poise and confidence to put it between the uprights. I like that kind of a kicker.
I'm just happy that they call upon me to come out and kick.